Go Squad, today I'm here to dive into when the jump scares is actually clever. Now, I'm going to be checking this one out, and I'm going to see if this one is going to be actually jump scare material. But we're going to be diving into this reaction now.
This is the movie Cat People, and that was the world's first jump scare.
Really?
They've come a long way, but jump scares continue to be a pivotal tool for filmmakers looking to shock their audience.
Okay.
We'll look at some of the most influential jump scares throughout all of cinema to see how they evolved over time. But for now, let's get back to the olden days. Before Cat People, there had been some similar moments in films, like the face reveal in 1925's silent film, The Phantom of the Opera. Or this screeching cockatoo in 1941's Citizen Kane, which according to Orson Welles actually wasn't intended to scare, but instead to wake up an audience whose attention may have been drifting.
Like basically a alarm clock.
Cat People is the first to hit all the criteria of what we know as the modern jump scare.
Wait, so you're telling me the screeching little cock-a-doodle-doo was basically saying, wake up, just in case this movie bores you. That's basically what that was. Basically a screaming alarm clock in your ear. Cool.
1. A build intention, like this long, quiet tracking shot.
Okay.
2. An audio cue, which could be music or some diegetic sound like these screeching bus brakes. 3. A play on audience expectations. We expect a threat from behind her, frame left, and we expect it to be a villain or a monster, but instead we get a bus from frame right.
You how jump scares work.
Come on, sister. Are you riding with me or ain't you?
And finally, 4. The director's intent to scare the audience.
Okay.
This tried and true formula established in Cat People led to jump scares becoming more ubiquitous in horror films throughout the 40s and 50s. Cue montage of early movie jump scares. Each follows the same pattern. Monster appears, cue music, scare audience. See? It's getting already.
The blob?
Audiences eventually became savvy to the point that jump scares were parodied in comedies, like this one in Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. Time for the directors to get creative. In 1958's Hideous Sun Diva,
nowadays
the director cuts to the character's point-of-view shot for the scare,
creative,
making it feel as though the monster is coming straight for the audience. This innovative jump scare from Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho is the first time a film's musical score is inextricably linked with the shock and horror of the moment. The orchestral strings sting is jarring, overwhelming, totally out of context with the music that precedes it, and of course, it went on to become iconic and unforgettable. In 1965,
right?
Repulsion introduced a new technique to the form, the mirror reveal. Remember this moment because this technique is going to come up a lot in future films. Here in 1967's Wait Until Dark, there are 2 innovative things happening. The first thing to notice is the kinetic movement of the villain as he literally leaps across the screen from the darkness. This is going to pave the way for more visually arresting jump scares in the future. The second and arguably bigger innovation is the use of dramatic irony. Dramatic irony is a formal element of storytelling, where the audience knows and sees more than the protagonist does. In this case, the main character is blind, so she experiences this jump scare in a non-visual way, entirely different from how the movie-going audience is experiencing it. Time cut 8 years forward.
Oh my God,
Steven
Jaws.
Spielberg masterfully plays with audience expectations in Jaws. You are anticipating the titular shark to jump out and scare you. Instead, we get this creepy...
Now, I'm going to say this right here now. Now, here's the thing. You got some movies to where it relies mostly on sound. Imagine, what horror movie has it to where we are not relying on loud sound whenever a jump scare happens? A jump scare moment is here, but there's no sound at all. Just straight up quiet. Because that's the only thing that will scare you is the jump scare and then the monster there too, to where 1, 2, bang, jump scare. 1, 2, bang, jump scare. it's going to get to where I'm used to it now, and I'm practically used to it. It's not really scary as it should be anymore.
Dead body. Spielberg was fully aware that by holding off on showing the monster, aka the shark, for as long as possible, the tension and expectation just continues to grow.
It's all psychological. You yell shark, we've got a panic on our hands on the 4th of July.
Jump scares have to continually evolve, because if they stagnate and stay the same, audiences will stop being scared.
Exactly.
Thus, the jump scare formula was once again stale and due for another innovation. Imagine it's 1976 and you just finished the movie Carrie. Credits are about to roll, and you're collecting your belongings and preparing to throw away your popcorn when BAM!
Oh my God!
With this, Brian De Palma created the first Final Moments jump scare. We can see this trend continued in Friday the 13th,
Friday the 13th,
where the filmmakers trick the audience into thinking they are watching the actual closing shots of the film, only to be harshly interrupted by a jump scare. Another way the jump scare has been improved upon is by using other pre-existing film techniques. Here, in the 1977 movie Shock, we see what's called a Texas switch.
Oh my God! Whoa!
Typically, you switch a stunt person with an actor seamlessly.
That's the new one. I like that one.
A completely new person pops into frame. It definitely works as a jump scare.
That is a good one.
This jump scare in Halloween
I give you a point for that.
Actually ends up being a fake out.
Oh, look.
Fake outs are a jump scare staple, creating a Chekhov's gun effect.
That was a good jump scare.
They provide a momentary release in tension, but leave the eventual jump scare still on the table, effectively.
You think of, like, imagine seeing someone down there. Imagine seeing that you walking down the street, minding your own business, and then the moment you see someone looking at you, peeping around the bush wall, and then I will go across the street. I will go across the street. I'm not doing that. Like, bro. And especially if you can just tell that, wait a minute, why is that person wearing a Michael Myers outfit? I'm walking across the street. Unless you know how to teleport, I'm walking across the street. I'm walking across the street. You're not going to get me.
Effectively creating more tension in the long run. About 15 years after the first mirror jump scare, we get this tweak to the format. By now, audiences expected something scary to be revealed in the reflection. They did not, however, expect this. The classic monster jump scare was also due for a modern facelift. In 1979, Alien brought it back in full force with this unique, frenzied sequence. As opposed to a slow build towards a loud, sudden scare, the repeated beeping of the monitor showing something coming towards our protagonist, coupled with the desperate pleading of his friends for him to get away, worked our nerves up. There's nothing to tip us off to exactly when the alien will appear. And when it does, we only get the faintest of terrifying glimpses, and then static. Also, bonus fake-out scare.
It's a cat.
Time for the introduction of yet another trope. In American Werewolf in London, we see one of the first instances of a character waking up from a nightmare, only to discover he's still in the nightmare.
Alright, I'm going to skip past that. Nope. Because that's...
This then paved the way for many of the jump scares in A Nightmare on Elm Street.
I'm skipping that.
I'm crazy.
That's basically one of the movies
Freddy
I'm like
montage.
planning on watching. Fred! Oh my God! Surprise! Oh yeah! My name is Fred, and you about to be dead. In your bed. It's all in your head.
Some of the most effective jump scares happen while the audience's guard is down. Friday the 13th Part 2 uses a brilliant distraction to throw us off. Adorable puppy with a cute bow. Jason Voorhees crashing through a window. Another way to defy expectations, have the human body do something a body doesn't normally do.
Clear!
In John Carpenter's astral horror,
this was
The
a
Thing,
really good
we see a
movie.
man whose chest
This
is hit
was
with
so
defibrillators
disturbing.
do
Way more than I
this.
thought.
By going against logic, you can create really effective jump scares. Like this one from 1985's Day of the Dead, where a bunch of hands break through concrete walls. And jump scares are not only reserved for adults. Pee-wee's Big Adventure gave us another reality-defying jump scare, and one of the only, if not the only, claymation jump scare with Large Marge. Great staging and lighting can also heighten the fright levels of a jump scare. In 1986 Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, audiences might have been expecting the bad guy to be standing there. But to have him full-on charging towards the camera the moment the lights come up provided an extra level of surprise. Here we have another disturbing dream leading to a character being startled awake only to find the real jump scare in the bed next to them. And you guessed it, that was a dream too. Or was it? Halloween 4 combines both classic misdirection and defying logic to give us this jump scare.
Yo, that's scary.
Tension builds as we enter.
That is scary. Like I know most people don't think that's scary, but just think, just picture yourself coming home from work, coming home from school, coming home from a party, right? And the last thing on your mind is somebody up under my bed grabbing my ankles and pulling me under. Just think. That would be the last thing on your mind. You wouldn't even be thinking about that, because you wouldn't even think that shouldn't even be happening. But the fact you feel a hand grabbing your ankles, you're either gonna A, freak out because I wasn't expecting that, or B, you're gonna try to stay calm and grab out the, a weapon or something sharp. Something very, very sharp.
Anticipate Mike Myers leaping out from the closet, only for him to grab her leg from under the bed. This scare is only in service of the real jump scare immediately after, when she opens the door to find Michael Myers impossibly waiting for her right there.
Oh my God! Game over, man!
Cue the 90s.
There is no to be continued. It's game over.
Considered one of the best of all time, this jump scare in The Exorcist 3 happens during a long, wide static shot in a hospital hallway. Okay. The shot almost lulls the audience to sleep as people go about their routines. A warden walks in the back. A nurse goes in and out of a room, checking to make sure the lights are off.
Okay.
Everyday, ordinary activities. No music plays, nothing moves in the foreground. This shot holds for more than 35 seconds, an incredibly long time for a static shot.
Okay.
And then, by going against convention, filmmakers find new ways to expand how to make a jump scare.
Now, there's all types of ways to create a jump scare, and I can add that to top 10. Because, it's... Now, normally you would think, oh, it's quiet. Something about to happen, right? Be real predictable. Something about to happen. That one, what was it, like Shock or something? That one, when a kid ran down and then I'm thinking oh, she gonna pick the kid up. But no, the kid digivolved to a whole adult. That was pretty good. But quiet, and then boom, it's like jump scare coming. Yeah, that is predictable. That is.
Really work. That's exactly what is done in 1992's Candyman. Here, we would expect a scare reveal in the mirror's reflection. Instead, we get the scare coming through the medicine cabinet. Jurassic Park gave us no time to prepare for this jump scare. The push-in on a smiling character in a triumphant moment is enough to tell the audience to let their guard down, however briefly. But that's when the raptors always get you.
Clever girl.
David Fincher, in a way, turned the jump scare on its head in 1995's Seven, pun intended.
What's in the box?
While a common jump scare involves the reveal that someone is dead, or undead, Fincher built a jump scare out of the terrifying realization that this corpse-looking man was actually still alive.
He's alive! He's alive!
In the
Calm
mid-90s,
down.
a movie
Calm
franchise
down,
came
kids.
along
It's
to turn
just a
all
body.
horror tropes on their head while
Doing a
still
Harlem
honoring
Shake.
the
It's a
genre.
dead body.
That movie was Scream.
Scream!
As a meta love letter to horror movies, of course Scream is going to feature a lot of jump scares. In fact, Ghostface may be the horror villain with the most jump scares in any single franchise. Cue that Scream montage.
Cindy! Ah! Surprise! Yeah! Surprise! Surprise! Give me a hug!
We stick together, won't we?
Of course. Why?
Oh, the punch!
With Scream being a meta-commentary on horror movies and their tropes, it of course utilizes meta-jump scares to fake out, terrorize, and thrill its audience.
Sorry.
Oh my God, Randy, I thought you were dead.
I probably should be. I never thought I'd be so happy to be a virgin.
Traditionally, the target of a jump scare is the protagonist. or good
Virgin,
guy.
yay!
Robert Zemeckis turned this on his head by jump scaring the bad guy. Here, Harrison Ford's character, the antagonist, looks like he's finally got our protagonist right where he wants her, only for the ghost of a former victim of his to appear and scare him. As special effects evolved, it meant that CGI was on a crash course with the jump scare.
Lord of the
Here,
Rings.
in the Fellowship of the Ring, kindly old Bilbo Baggins' face suddenly morphs into a sharp-toothed, crazy-eyed monster right before our eyes.
Right, the
Sent to the local news
precious.
bureau there and sent to us via satellite just a few minutes.
In 2002's Signs, M. Night Shyamalan had this very fresh take on the jump scare. Maybe it works because both the protagonist and the audience are watching the same screen together, in anticipation, connecting us deeper to the protagonist's terror. Maybe it's because a newscaster literally tells us it's coming, that makes the shock of it pay off so well. Or maybe it's that it's rewound, replayed, and freeze-framed immediately after the
roll
initial
that
scare
back.
that makes it that much more haunting.
Got a whole
Ju-on,
alien wandering
the
the
Grudge,
streets.
took a place we all think of as the safest, under the covers of our...
For those of y'all that has never seen this movie, or let's say the series of Ju-on, the Grudge, if you don't like horror, like I'm talking about genuine horror, don't watch it. I'm saving you the immense feeling of getting jump scared. I'm saving you that. But for you horror fanatics like moi that enjoys genuine horror, check out Ju-on. Okay. I can say it's on Tubi. I think most of them is on YouTube. You know, but yeah, that's just me saying that to where Ju-on, the Grudge series or collection is one of the best horror that has ever shown up in my life.
our bed, and made it so nowhere is safe from a jump scare. Also, great mirror scare. And then The Ring shocked audiences with an unexpected edit.
The Ring.
This jump scare doesn't come from anywhere within the context of the scene. Instead, it appears to be a sudden, vivid memory of one of the characters, implemented with a jolting, out-of-the-blue cutaway to this terrifying face. Not every jump scare works. This one falls flat, partially because the audience was familiar with these tropes. Also, the actors don't have a very big reaction.
One of my
Once the
favorite
creeper is
icons.
revealed, he just kind of hangs there. There's no
I hate that they messed him up. I hate that they messed him up. Why did they ruin him? Bro, when I first saw the first Jeepers Creepers, I was low-key afraid to sleep at night, man. Seeing that someone dressed up as the Undertaker, bro, I was legit afraid because, bro, for those of you that have seen Jeepers Creepers, you know the moment when I say this. Scarecrow. Boom. That moment was by far one of the creepiest moments in that movie. That's all I'm going to say. Jeepers Creepers 2, it was okay. It was okay. I enjoyed that one. The third one, it went down. It went downhill. hell. The Reborn, or the fourth one as they call it, we're not gonna talk about that. We don't talk about the fourth one. We can talk about the third one, but we don't talk about the fourth one. And I heard that they making a new one too. Oh God, it better be like the first or second at least. Like in between, you know what I mean? 1.2, you know what I'm saying? But we do not talk about the fourth one.
Escalation in terror, and the scene stops surprising us.
The hell does it want?
The Blair Witch Project ushered in a new genre of horror, the found footage film, and with it, a new style of jump scares. The Descent may have perfected it in 2005 with cutaways to POV night vision camera shots while characters are lost deep in a system of caves. The handheld shots put the audience squarely in the center of the character's panic, and when it pans over to reveal a terrifying creature behind one of them, we feel like we are right there in danger with them.
Bottom feeder.
Following that trend, in 2007 we get another up-close and personal scare from the POV of a character using a camera and light to explore an attic. Taking their time, scanning a full 360 degrees, we're still not prepared when this boy's face pops up screaming at us. Perhaps the most unexpected jump scares come in non-horror films.
The Dark
like
Knight?
This one in 2008's The Dark Knight.
What?
When a Batman effigy slams into a skyscraper window out of nowhere. Cue the non-horror
How is that
jump
a
scare
jump scare?
montage.
Spider-Man 2. Oh!
It's 2010.
That's
Paranormal
Batman
Activity 2 employs security
Paranormal
camera-style
Activity,
footage
yes,
to up the
I can
realism,
agree to
making
this.
it that much more effective when before our eyes, with seamless practical effects, the house cabinet simultaneously burst open.
That would have
Possibly
that
an
would've
homage
scared
to The
anybody.
Sixth Sense? Pacing plays a big role in how we feel about a jump scare.
Insidious.
Insidious director James Wan employed a simple shot, reverse
this one
shot
got me,
format
though.
of characters talking at a
This
table,
one actually got me.
unconsciously relaxing the audience into the flow of the conversation. So when we cut back to Patrick Wilson's character and a terrifying
what?
demon is
What?
just over his shoulder, we are
Yeah.
not ready for it.
Yeah.
Sinister takes
That
the found
was,
footage jump
scare
scare
material.
and switches it up, putting us in the POV of the antagonist as opposed to our main character holding the camera. As he creeps around, he watches people through the windows. The
Creep?
muted audio makes
What a
us
weirdo.
subconsciously let our
Who
guard
does
down.
that? Like, Jesus
The
Christ!
lawnmower suddenly runs over the face of a man, accompanied by an otherworldly scream. Audiences were jolted awake. As the webcam became a more commonly used communication tool, there was
It's like-
bound to be a found footage jump scare utilizing this technology.
Like, look. It's sad to say that some horror movies nowadays is like, it's not even scary anymore. It's just funny. Cause seeing a person or people get jump scared, it's like, it's funny. Like, it's not scary. The definition of a scary movie means I'm supposed to get scared, right? But if I'm watching a scary movie and I'm not feeling it, then I'm gonna treat it as a comedy movie. Like, hey, to get mad at me just because I find this funny than scary. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, like I said, Japanese horror movies, Korean horror movies, or any other horror movies that I know there's other like country horror movies I haven't even checked out yet, but I know that it's probably like a little bit better than these types of horror movies. Yeah, I said that. I mean, it's the truth. I mean, what more you want me to say? To where, hey, I don't find these types of movies scary, but when I go over there, I have to turn all my lights on because hey, you know what I mean? I'll be like this. Maybe somewhere down the road, I might do like a horror movie watch along in the dark and all that, just to make it even a bit more immersed. Just to, but hey, let me know.
Here in VHS, we have two people speaking over the internet. And from the darkness behind one comes the ghostly image of a child rushing into the room and slamming the door. 2014's The Babadook played with how the monster actually moves to implement a jump scare. When the protagonist removes the covers to look up at the ceiling, she is shocked to see the Babadook. But the jump scare comes when it flies at her in a single, straight, stop-motion way. We don't see it getting closer, it just is closer, and closer, and closer.
You know, it'd be a lot. In
The Conjuring,
a little bit more
we get a
scary
jump
if you
scare
didn't
from what is typically
continue to
not
talk
the
about
source
it,
of anyone's
you know?
fear.
Just saying.
A pair of hands clapping. It Follows director David Robert
It
Mitchell
Follows.
built tension by continually delaying gratification in a series of fake-outs. Each time the protagonist opens the door, we're expecting something terrifying to leap at her with a loud scream and burst of music, but instead, she finds her concerned
See?
friends.
Everything's okay.
So when the creepy, tall figure slowly and quietly emerges from the shadows behind her friend, the payoff is huge.
Tony.
In 2015, Hell House LLC added a new layer to the jump scare when knowledge the audience learns later makes the initial jump scare even more frightening.
This is another collection, another series right here that is actually, this is actually like a top-notch scary movie. Why? Simple. For those who never seen this movie, it's basically how can I put it like this? Basically, you go to a hotel, right? And basically it's haunted, like severely haunted, and you got mannequins that's like legit walking around, right? Like, I mean, prime example, you see a mannequin, right? It's looking this way, right? But when you turn back around, it's looking at you, right? And you know that mannequins don't move, so why is this mannequin looking at me now, right? So, yeah, that's the one thing I find scary in horror movies is that you got mannequins. Mannequins, dolls. Those are like top 3 things that's like scary. Number 1, I could say maybe Japanese ghosts probably. Yeah, but mannequins, yeah, dolls, not messing with them dolls. Oh no.
Here,
Holy
the character
fuck.
is startled by what he thinks is his
Copy,
friend
man.
Tony in a creepy clown mask.
All right,
He then
weirdo.
walks away and discovers Tony sitting in another room.
You were just right. What the fuck are you
But
doing
if Tony's there, who's in the clown costume? In It Chapter 1, as the kids watch the projector speed up, we can see what's coming. The slow reveal of the face of Pennywise in the photo being projected. What we don't expect is his humongous crazed face to actually pop out the projector screen.
I can't believe they made a whole
And now
series.
we're in the 2020s.
They made a whole series. Barbarian. I heard this wasn't that scary. The Nun.
2020's Invisible
Nun
Man employs a unique way of revealing a jump scare. Instead of lights coming up, or a door opening, or something popping out of a hiding place, our protagonist dumps a can of paint down some attic stairs, exposing the Invisible Man is just inches from her face.
Oh.
In 2022's Smile, we have no reason to have our guard up at all.
I need to
as
check out
this
the second
out-of-focus
one.
but completely normal-looking character approaches the protagonist sitting in her car in broad daylight. So when the head defies all physics and comes into view in the window, even seasoned horror veterans were caught off guard. For decades, jump scares have had audiences leaping out of their seats. It has bled into every part of
Oh
pop
my God,
culture,
this face?
even reaching video
Yep.
games and music videos. Who will be the next innovator to build upon the formula, and how will they do it? The only thing we can say with certainty is, no one.
Yeah, that one was okay, but just know that I'll try to do a reaction where it doesn't involve, commentating a jump scare when it happens. But yeah, I'm gonna say that is gonna be it for that. But like I said, Jew on the Grudge, Hell House LLC. I still need to get back into Hell House LLC. I think I'm at the 3rd of Hell House LLC, and there was someone told me there was 5 total movies of that. So yeah. But either way, wow, this only got me one time. Out of all the jump scares that I've seen throughout the years, only one got me on this. Only one. I was not expecting that. But that's the one thing about horror movies, you gotta be unpredictable as possible. Because if you keep doing the same thing, it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny, and the scare, there is no scare. It's just blank, just a blank reaction. But other than that, I catch y'all later. Go Squad. Stay tuned for the next time.
Appears to be on Bluetooth.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Listen, hey look, I can order you some. She's so terrible. He's watching you! He's watching you!